On the air since 1987, The Simpsons have invited us every Sunday night at 8 o'clock p.m. to join them as they poke fun at various aspects in our society. In the show's 19 years running, making it a worldwide record for the longest animated series in history, The Simpsons have managed to satirize politics, the economy, religion, the American dream, and about every other debatable and or controversial issue in America. The Simpsons family themselves represent a stereotypical American family. Homer, the dad of this middle-class suburban family, parodies the not-so-good guys of America. He's a horrible parent, he hates his job, and he's overweight and balding. Marge satirizes the household mom. She worries all the time, gossips about the other mothers, and takes care of the kids at home. Their son Bart represents the hellraiser of the family. He does lousy in school, is always pulling pranks, and constantly terrorizes his sister Lisa, who, in contrast, portrays the super kid of our culture, with straight A's, the reading level of a college student, and incredible talent with the saxophone. And finally, their youngest, Maggie, doesn't do jack shit. She's only there to show that in our population increase, every family in America seems to have a little baby. Not only the members of the Simpsons family portrayed stereotypical people in our society. Mr. Burns exemplifies the evil, greedy, billionaire tycoon of the town, while Barney Gumble is simply the town drunk. Ned Flanders is a die-hard Christian who has never sinned in his life. Krusty the Clown is a rich Jewish comedian who entertains kids as a clown, but fails miserably. And McBain is a huge movie star from Austria who stars in big action-packed movies, even with his poor English and even worse acting skills. These are only a few of the many Simpsons characters that symbolize all the different types of people in our culture. Not only the characters of the show alone satirize our American ways of life, the plot and storylines also have a lot to do with it. And before we get into that, though, I wanted to interview a couple people and see just what they thought of The Simpsons. Hey, Mike.
What's up, man? I'm playing.
Alright, well, I just had a few questions on The Simpsons.
Dude,
Do you like it?
dude, it's not Halo. Get the out.
Well, but how do you think The Simpsons satirizes
Suck!
American...
What do you want?
The Simpsons, do you like it?
Have they done an episode on Halo? Then I don't give a dude. Get the out. Playing a game.
My good friend Mike, obviously, isn't familiar with The Simpsons and their brilliance. But hopefully my next interviewee will know a little bit about The Simpsons and just how their parody works with our American culture. Lucas, what do you think of The Simpsons and how it parodies our American culture?
Simpsons. Let me tell you what, boy. Alright. First off, Simpsons is for 8-year-old kids. Okay, I like girls, and I'm 20 years old. And let me tell you what I do like. I hate Simpsons. I like Iron Eagle movies. That happens. I like fast cars.
Yeah, but
What? Huh?
can continue.
And I like big guns.
Alright, well that's nice, but how do you like how they incorporate all that stuff into The Simpsons? Because in fact they do.
I don't watch the news, so when I do watch it, it's always over my head. I like guns.
I thanked Lucas,
No problem, bird dog.
but I still wasn't satisfied. I hadn't got any new opinions on The Simpsons and their satire. And even though he was a damn good dancer, I still needed other people's views, because his just wasn't enough. So, I had one more interviewee, and as I left Lucas's room listening to Sandstorm, I hoped for the best. God, I hate this freaking project. I always gotta write papers and do projects for Mel. God, after this last thing, I'm finally done with that class. I mean, oh my God. Alright, shit, the mic's on. I asked James, an avid watcher of The Simpsons, what he thought about The Simpsons in terms of how they deal with the big issues in our society.
Well, it has a lot of parodies about political issues. Like last year they did something on gay marriage, and it's not just like a cartoon in the sense of like a Saturday morning one. It's a lot more
How so?
adult. It's a lot more adult, in that like, you know, they talk about things that people our age would understand, like obviously political issues and like not just little kid stuff.
James gave me a solid answer. But now I wondered, since the Simpsons parodies our American ways of life, why doesn't other cartoons? I mean, they obviously do. So why are the Simpsons so different?
They've been doing it a lot longer, and the way they do it is like a lot more subtle. They wrap it into the story, and like they don't just come right out and say it. There's like an underlying meaning, like in the episode and with the characters as well.
Well, there you have it. The Simpsons provide humorous satire of our culture in an almost harmless fashion, and will continue to do so through their characters and storylines. One can even learn a thing or two by watching this dysfunctional family, if they try hard enough. And on a closing note, here's a short clip of the show and just how influential it really can be. Here, Homer learns there is no God and reveals this discovery to his Christian neighbor, Ned Flanders.
I was working on a flat tax proposal, and I accidentally proved there's no God.
We'll just see about that. Uh-oh. Well, maybe he made a mistake. No, it's airtight. Can't let this little doozy get out.